I want a kingdom experience. Hallelujah. Listen. Since the last time I've seen you all, you don't understand not what the enemy has done to me, but what the Lord has done to me. You have no idea what the Lord has put on me. I went to the doctor the end of May, was diagnosed with a disease that I'd never heard of before, and still to this day I cannot pronounce.
Right.
I had 23 blood clots in one leg and 47 in another. Left the conference, serving, doing hospitality, doing registration.
Yeah.
My legs were swollen. Somebody told me I got bit by a spider. I'm thinking it's fluid. The disease that I have causes my immune system to attack my white blood cells.
Yeah.
My immune system does not know what is bacteria, what is harmful, so it attacks whatever rapidly multiplies.
Right.
If you understand the body, you took a basic biology class, you need your white blood cells to be able to protect you from any type of infection. They said to me, Pastor, do you know you've been having strokes for at least the last 2 years?
My God.
I said, I don't think I have. He said, do you ever experience your face going numb? Yeah, when I get tired. Do you ever experience your body parts going numb? Do you ever feel like you can't remember what you're saying? Yeah, your CAT scan says you've been having strokes. I've been healthy for the most part, little inflammation here and there. Now I go to a doctor who tells me I have something that I can't pronounce. I talked to one of my pastor friends and I tell her what it is, and before I can even try to pronounce this name that I still can't pronounce, she says, I know what it is. My father died from that. This is a disease where only 20,000 people worldwide are diagnosed with every year. Not in this country, in the world. And right before that week, my pastor had preached, and he was talking about the fact that we're 1 in a million. And you know, if you beat out all of those babies when your mom and your daddy made you, then that means you can beat anything. And as I'm laying in a hospital bed by myself at 2 o'clock in the morning, the enemy said, oh, you like being the 1 in a million, how do you like these odds? They said I needed to stay in the hospital, that they were going to start my treatments on Tuesday. I said, well, they ain't going to start my treatments on Tuesday. I got to go to church in the morning. Apostle ain't trying to hear nothing. No excuses. I signed myself out of the hospital, and I went to church, limping, singing and everything. And I hadn't disclosed everything to everybody because I was still dealing with it. And at home, when my husband's at work and my children are gone, I'm laying there feeling sorry for myself, updating my information, making sure life insurance is okay, because the doctors told me that this disease is so erratic, that it's not the symptoms, but it's what it causes. It's the fact that you can go into a coma at any time, brain aneurysms, any type of pulmonary embolism because of the blood clots. So I'm preparing at any moment for my family to find me because I don't even know what this is. But the Lord told me, while I'm feeling sorry for myself and trying to make plans for my funeral, the Lord told me, are you finished? Are you done? How can you tell them I'm a healer if I don't heal your body? How can you profess me to be God Almighty if I don't show up and be Almighty in your life? How can you tell them that I am the God that healeth you if I am the God that can do anything but fail if I don't put you in a position of failure? The enemy played with my mind because we as Christians, body of believers, we talk about the blood of Jesus and we understand the healing power of the blood, but what I suffer with is the same thing. It's almost like a blood cancer. My blood does not operate properly. So I'm like, you shared your blood on Calvary, you need to fix my blood. But the Lord told me, now that you're done having your pity party, get up. Get up, because I have work for you to do. Your work does not stop because there is something in your body. Your work does not complete. Your assignment is not over. I want to know how bad do you want what I have for you. I have a whole lot of stuff that I want to give you, but I need you to position yourself for your purpose. Me and my husband in the store. Felt like I was about to pass out right on Burlington. Didn't say anything. I went put my clothes on. I said, I'm going to church. Text a couple people. I need y'all praying for me. Let me explain something to you. When God has something ginormous in store for you, He wants to know if your yes is equivalent to what He has for you. It's easy to say yes when everything is going all right. It's easy to say yes when your bank account is looking good. It's easy to say yes when your children and your husband are acting like they got shit. It's easy to say yes when you can come and dance on the devil's head. But what happens with the same feature you used to dancing in your heels with? You can barely walk on them. Will you still say yes? We're talking about positioning yourself for purpose. Y'all making me nervous. This is just my introduction. Just had to share my testimony with y'all because let me tell you something. I'm not going to tell you nothing that God hasn't done in my life. I don't know about nobody else. They can preach to you all day, but if that sermon is not latched with a testimony, it really ain't going to have no power. It ain't going to have no authority. It's not going to be able to break any chains or break any yoke because the enemy knows you haven't even experienced what you're talking about. He's not afraid of you if you haven't overcome it. He's not intimidated by you if you don't know what it is. But I want to let you know what God has allowed you to survive. The very thing that you thought would kill you, the enemy's going to tremble when you get up. Your dance is that more effective because he knows you're dancing from a place of victory. It was good that he afflicted me. Hallelujah. I bless God. I bless God. Listen, I feel good. Can't nothing keep me from giving God the glory. Let me tell y'all something. Before this, I couldn't keep still. Before this, I could not keep my mouth closed. When I wake up some mornings and I can't lift up my children and my husband will tell you, sometimes I cannot even move my arms or my feet. So do you think when I got the full activity of my limbs that I'm not going to give God some glory? You can look at me crazy all you want to. I can't always do this. I don't look like anything's wrong with me, but I can't always wave my hand. I can't always wave my hand. So when I can wave it, you better believe I'm going to give him everything that I got. Do not take him for granted. Do not take your liberties for granted, people of God. If you hear nothing else I say, do not take it for granted. Before I went to the day before I was fine, my church family is here. They will tell you the day before I went to the hospital nothing was wrong with me. And we started saying the enemy. God said, he ain't do that, I did that. I considered you. Have you considered my servant Asia? Everybody put me on a pedestal. Oh, she serves. You see how she serves? You see how she follows her man of God? My apostle's always saying how obedient I am, how faithful I am. So then God says, had you considered my servant Asia? You better be careful when people call out your name because it draws attention to you. You better be careful when they're giving you accolades for who you are. And you better believe that who you are in the spotlight, it better match your prayer life and behind closed doors because the enemy will rip you to shreds if you're not ready. I'm telling you what I know. Rip to shreds. Church, y'all can't have church tonight. I'm excited. I'm still here. My testimony today is I can lift up my hand. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. We take that stuff for granted. Take stuff for granted. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know y'all cues. That was a cue. That was a time for you to have a thought and a memory. That was time for you to be able to put your memory to good use. I don't know what your this is, but I believe He done saved you from something. God, I thank you for keeping me from this. God, I thank you for saving me from this. God, I thank you for delivering me from this. I don't know what your this is. when overseer first extended the invitation to me, and I knew it was a women's conference, I myself, Asia, made a conscious decision that I wasn't going to talk about Ruth, I wasn't going to talk about Esther, the woman with the alabaster box, or Rahab. You know, that's what we hear when we go all of these women's conference. I said in my mind, I've been in church all my life. I've experienced every sermon imaginable from the lives of these women. But then I began to understand that God has done a shift in this house. And with the shift, it was my prayer that God gave me a word, a shifting word to accommodate what He's already been doing in the atmosphere. Come on! And I need you all to forgive me tonight, because in my ignorance, I perceived the shift to mean that He was catapulting the body into a new realm, or in a new dimension, or even in a new season, if you will. And for a brief second, I limited my God to the confounds of my carnal mind. And I mentally responded as if He operates in time instead of eternity. I made a mistake. I equated a shift to a major move instead of understanding that by definition a shift is a verb, and it is to move from one place to another, especially over a small distance, which means that a shift from God isn't necessarily a time stamp, but it is a destiny stamp. Anybody know what I'm talking about on tonight? It isn't a stamp of a season, but it is a stamp of your purpose. Do I have anybody in here who understands what I'm saying on tonight? And in our effort in the body of Christ to be innovative and to be trendsetters, we are getting away from basic principles. Our posture is not conducive for the shift that God wants to perform. People are looking for a major move, but look at your neighbor and say, I just need a shift. A shift in eternity can do way more for me than what a move in the realm can do. How many know that if you can move in time, you better believe you can shift in eternity? Hallelujah. Y'all act like y'all didn't come to have church. Listen, don't die down on me. I need you talking to me tonight. I want you to know that you can keep your open door. I just need a shift from God. I want you to know that you can keep all of these platforms, that you can keep your accolades. All I need is a shift from God. You can keep my name out of your mouth. You don't gotta call me pastor. My mama named me Asia. But if I could just get a small shift in the spirit realm, in eternity, I will have all that God has predestined for me. Look at your neighbor and say, somebody just needs to shift. Hallelujah. So I say all that to say this. God is in control. And He sent me to Esther. He sent me exactly where I said I wasn't going to go. However, He's God and He's going to do whatever He wants to do. But I'm excited about the shift. Amen. Amen. We're so thinking so much that we're going to go forward and we're going to do something new, and God is sending us back to our roots. He's sending us back to basic principles. We have to do our first works over. The quality and the fabric of the church has changed. The quality and the fabric of the kingdom has been tampered, has been tainted, and the shift that God is doing is He's bringing that which is authentic back to the forefront. And I thank Him for it. We're going to Esther. Chapter 4, verses 12 through 16.
Ma'am. Yes.
Y'all know the story is familiar. I told y'all it's familiar. Hallelujah. Y'all know the story, but I believe that God wants us to get a little something different out of it tonight. How many know that God has a right now word for us? Hallelujah. It is my custom and my ministry for us to stand during the reading of the word. Could you please indulge me and do so here out of reverence for the word of God? Esther 4. I said 12, forgive me, it's 13 through 16. I'm going to be reading the Message Bible because I need y'all to really understand what I'm saying. And sometimes those thou, this, thus, you know, messes up. Amen. Amen. And it reads, Mordecai sent her this message. Don't think that just because you live in the king's house, you're the one Jew who will get out of this alive. If you persist in staying silent at a time like this, help and deliverance will arrive for the Jews from someplace else. But you and your family will be wiped out. Who knows? Maybe you were made queen for such a time as this. And Esther sent back her answer to Mordecai. She said, go and get all the Jews living in Susa together. Fast for me. Don't eat or drink for 3 days, either day nor night. I and my maids will fast for you. If you will do this, I will go to the king, even though it's forbidden. And if I die, I die.
Yeah.
You can be seated. And on your way down, I need you to look at your name. Look like they're a chosen, not a called individual, and say a purpose to die for.
Purpose to die for.
Most Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us to this place and your presence. God, we ask that you allow this word to take root down on the inside. Allow it to grow and be able to manifest and to be applicable to their daily lives. Lord, we ask that you keep us. Allow them to hear only you. Sit me down and allow your word to ring true in this place. We're asking for a manifestation of your power and a shift in the spirit realm to change this atmosphere like never before. God, we thank you in advance for what you're going to do. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Preach, Pastor.
To know God, or even to know of him, you know that he has many names and known by many characteristics. And I believe that the name you call him, or either the attribute that you acknowledge him by, is typically what is reflected in your personal testimony. For instance, if you suffered from any manner of sickness and he healed your body, you might refer to him as Jehovah Rapha, the Lord who heals. If you had a situation where you felt like you were losing your mind and all of a sudden God gave you the peace that passeth all understanding, you might refer to him as Jehovah Shalom, the Lord of peace. If you were in a situation where your bills and your finances did not match the money that was in your pocket, you might refer to him as Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. If he kept you and he's a keeper, you might refer to him as my Savior. If you don't have a daddy in your real life, but he's proven to be a father to you, you might refer to him as Abba. If there is a chance or a situation where God has been able to do anything exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask or think, you might refer to him as omnipotent. However, in the matter of the text that we're going to deal with tonight, the character we want to deal with is omniscient. Knowing everything. Knowing all. Knowing it all. God knew everything. And that is the characteristic that we want to address on tonight. He set a series of events into place with key people to achieve a particular agenda.
Right.
God knew the scene. He knew the impending stumbling blocks. And he even knew what the end result would be. And he knew that the purpose had to be hidden from the key players for their good. You know, like he does with us. You might see what the end result is. You might have an understanding that there shall be victory. But the process is hidden from you. Because God knows if he shows you everything that you have to go through to attain your promise, to attain your purpose, you just might say, nah, I'm good. Oh, I'm the only one.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's not your testimony. That's not your testimony on tonight. He does that to us. He knows that if we knew the full details of the process, that we would abort our destiny. Even if we know that at the end we win, we would reject the invitation to be chosen. You know, I liken this to the process of making a cake. You look on the front of the cake box, you see a nice moist Duncan Hines, you know, with the chocolate. I don't eat cake, but y'all eat cake. And it looks real good. It's in a nice presentation, perfectly cut slice. That is the end result, and you're like, listen, that looks good.
Right.
So you go get the key players, you know, you go get the eggs, and you know, the eggs like, oh, we're gonna look like this on that box. I'm down for it, you know. And then you go get the oil, and the oil wants to be a part, and then you go get your hand mixer, you get your water, and all of the people, all of the body of Christ, all of the ingredients for this cake is ready. And you see the end result. You see the cake box, you see the mega ministry. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. You see the cake box, you see the vision that God has given you. I'm sorry. What's going on? You see the cake box, you see the manifestation of the fact that God said you're going to be a millionaire. You see that cake box. And you say, I want to look like that. I like what that looks like. I like that vision. I like that ministry. I like that marriage. I like that. I want to look like that cake box. So then begins the process. You agree to look like that cake box. You sign up to look like that cake box. You're the first one in line to look like the cake box. And then you have the people together that's building this ministry. You got the eggs, you know, the greeters and the ushers. You got the oil, you know, you got the pastor and the leaders. You know, you got the musicians, you got the water. You know, you got the members. water. You gotta put it somewhere. You have to get it out of its container. You have to get it out of its comfortable place. It's comfortable sitting in this cup. It's sitting on this cup. It's bland. It don't have nothing to it. It's just like whatever. You know, like the members that just sit down. They just come. We don't know why they come. They don't shout. They don't lift their hands. They don't tell God thank you. They don't have no flavor to them. They don't have nothing to them. They just sitting there like the cup of water on the counter, and it doesn't want to move because it's comfortable. But it gotta be poured into this cake. Hold up. If I knew you was gonna take me out of my comfort zone, if I knew you was gonna make me get up and lift my hands, if I knew you was gonna agitate my situation so that I have to produce, I might not have signed up to be part of this cake.
Make this cake.
Then you got the oil. And the oil is expensive, you know, the EVOO extra virgin olive oil. You know, our leaders is expensive. And when something is expensive, you want to keep it close to you. You want to keep it contained. Why would I give you my oil when you don't value who I am? Why would I give you my oil and you don't value the God inside of me? This is my oil. You know what had to happen so I could get this oil, apostle? I had to be beaten. I had to be bruised. I had to be pressed. I had to be crushed. Do you know the cost of my oil? Your leader wants to know, why should I get in this cake? Why should I get in this cake? Why should I get in this cake? Do you know how much my oil is? And you live in nasty, you won't clean your hands, but you want me to put my oil in you. You don't want to pay your tithes, you don't want to pay your offering, but you want me to give you my oil. I'm going to for you, and you wanted to get on your knees for me. But you want my oil.
My God. My God. You're working tonight.
If your pastor knew that you wouldn't value the oil, they wouldn't get in the cake.
My God.
Then what happens? You have all these people that are second guessing their choice in the cake. They're in, but they're still separate. But the eggs, you crack them and you beat them over here on this side of the bowl, and the water all mad because it's out of its comfort zone, but it's on this side of the bowl. And then you got the oil over there trying not to touch y'all because y'all don't value them anyway. They're trying to protect themselves because they're the leader that's supposed to give everything to you, but it would not give you everything. What am I left with? So I don't even want to touch you in my corner with my oil. They're together, but they're not together. Do you see the picture I'm painting, people of God? Does it look like a church you ever stepped foot in? Does it ever look like a house? Does it look like a purpose you've ever seen before? They're together, but they're not together. They're already second guessing, like, man, if I would have known, I don't think I would have signed up to be a part of this cake. But that's not the worst part.
Come on.
Because in order for you to have a successful cake, like on the front of the box, you can't just put them in there and let them sit there. You have to do something. You gotta mix them together. You gotta beat the lumps out of them. You gotta stir it out of them. You know the lumps, the disobedience. You know the lumps, the rebellion. You know the lumps. You know the lumps that's in there when people want to do whatever they want to do. You gotta beat that out of there. And while they're beating, they're mixing it together. Do you know the only way that the barbecue or crust can come together is you can endure the beating? Or you don't like to be beat. You don't want to be mixed with them. But we are one body with many members. And if you want to look like the cake box, you gotta endure the beating. So, you know, God reminds me of making the cake. If we knew the process, we probably would deny the assignment. So let's go to our text. We see a woman by the name of Esther at this point. She is the queen. She is the queen, and she's in a position where she is hiding who she really is. She's hiding who she is. She's hiding that she's from the Jewish lineage, and she's sitting comfortably in the king's house. Now the Jews are scheduled to be killed. You know, her brothers and her sisters, her family. You know, like how we do. We see our people getting killed. We see our fellow church members getting killed. We see our fellow believers, their name and their reputation is being killed. When we can stand up and open up our mouth and shut somebody up and allow them to still have life. When we can save somebody's ministry by stopping rumors. When we can save somebody's marriages by putting this mess to bed. We sit comfortably because it don't got nothing to do with me. And we let people who are attached to us be murdered. That's what Esther did. She was in the king's house. She's like, listen, I hate it for him. Oh, I see your spirit. Some of y'all do the same thing.
Right. Come on.
You hear when people talking about somebody, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. That's nobody's business. That's nobody's business. If God can use your nasty self, He can use somebody else. Esther was sitting there with her mouth closed. Her mouth closed, mouth shut, because she was good. She was good. She had a purpose that was bigger than her, though. That's the only issue that I had with Esther. She didn't understand her purpose like some of us. She didn't understand that it wasn't just about her. It wasn't even about the Jews that were around her at that moment. If all of the Jews would have been killed, then that means Jesus would not have been able to be born. You got to understand that your purpose is bigger than you. There are generations that are waiting for you to do what God has called you to do. All you thought about was just your immediate family. Oh, you thought it was your kids. No. Your grandkids might just be the ones to save their generation, but you sit somewhere with your mouth shut because you comfortable.
Work it.
Come on, Pastor.
You're comfortable. Y'all look comfortable right now.
Come on, Pastor.
You're comfortable chilling and whatnot. You know, her purpose was bigger than her, and she would not open her mouth. Now, the only way she could get in the posture for her purpose was to be obedient. She had a covering. Mordecai was not her father. He was her uncle. But he was her covering. He watched over her. He gave her instruction. He told her what to do. He was the very reason she got into the king's house. And she listened to him until she got comfortable. Let me tell you, people of God, don't get so comfortable that you can't hear your covering. Don't get so comfortable. Don't get so complacent. Don't get so familiar that you forget that is your covering speaking. That's not your uncle right now. That's not your friend right now. That's not your sister. That's not your mother. That's not your mentor. That is the one that covers your soul. And sometimes when we get comfortable, we need a reality check. Amen. She needed a reality check. Now she was in the right posture from her obedience, but she wasn't positioned for her purpose. There is a difference. People of God, you can be in the right posture, but not in the right position. How many want to be in the right posture and the right position to get what God has for you? So she was obedient and she allowed herself to be in that right place, but then she became comfortable and she didn't open her mouth. That was a problem. There was a decree that was put out that all the Jews would be killed. Mother, you a Jew. You a Jew. I know nobody knows it. You know, Mordecai told her, I know y'all know the story, but I'm going to act like y'all don't. I'm going to assume y'all don't know the story. And Mordecai told her, listen, when you get to the king's house, don't tell him that you're a Jew. And she was obedient. One of the problems that we run into is we're ready to tell our testimony a little bit too soon. You can't tell your testimony before it's finished. You can't tell your testimony before God gives you the victory. You're telling your testimony in the middle of the test. I don't understand. How can you say you passed and you're not even finished yet? And let me go ahead and kill this real quick. Oh, I'm just being transparent. No, you're not. You don't know how to be quiet. You don't know how to be quiet. You just don't know how to keep your mouth shut. You're bragging on something that you don't even have bragging rights for. She was wise. She did not share her testimony too soon. I had to learn that the hard way. In my effort to help people, in my effort to help somebody else get free, you tell somebody your testimony and they use it against you. Oh, that only happened. Oh, I don't want to get her preach. You know what she used to do. But they still doing it, and I only told you because I saw your spirit. I discerned that you was where I was. I see you still, and I see you doing credit card fraud. So I said, you know, the Lord saved me. I used to do credit card fraud. But I don't do it no more, you know. And I'm trying to help you, but you still doing it. And then you want to tell somebody I don't want to hear her preach because I used to do what you're still doing. So the Lord had to deal with me. I'm crying. What you crying for? Shut your mouth. Man, that's how God talk to you. That's how God talk to you. I don't know how you talk to you. Now I bet you keep your mouth shut now. You telling everything. You go ahead and let it tell me when I come back. She was wise and she did not share her testimony. Because if you share your testimony too soon, it can be detrimental to your purpose. Had she told them sooner than then that she was a Jew, she would have got killed along with everybody else. Then who gonna die for my sins? If you testimony, woman of God. Discern when it's time to share, and discern when it's time to pray. She was obedient to her covering. She did not tell her testimony soon. She didn't want to shut up. But she had to be reminded of why she was there. I believe that's the purpose of this conference. I believe that some of you need to be reminded why you're here on this earth. I believe that some of you need to be reminded why he saved you from yourself. I believe some of you need to be reminded why he didn't kill you when he found you in adultery. Why he didn't kill you when he found you lying and talking about your leader. You know, if you talk about your leader, you should die where you stand. But he kept you because there is a purpose for your life. And I think you need to be reminded of why you're still here. There was a message that was sent to Esther, and I like the way Mordecai did it. He did a little something like I would have did it. He said, now listen, if you don't do it, you do know what's going to get done.
That's right.
Now let me tell you this. You think you're safe because you're in the king's house. You think, I'm paraphrasing, but you know that's what it is. You think you're safe because you're in the king's house. Don't think that you're the only one that's going to be saved. If you don't do it, God is going to do it. He has to. His word cannot return to him void. So he has to save us, because how else is he going to send his son through the lineage of David if all the Jews are dead? So he's going to save us, whether you do it or not. But you won't be saved. You and your family going to die.
Right.
Your purpose is to die for. You put yourself on a lower level. You diminish who you are. You diminish the power of God in your life because you feel like you're inadequate. You're not equipped to do what he's called you to do. You feel like your purpose has no value. You don't understand the weight of your assignment. But do you know that God will kill you before he not let you do what he called you to do, because it's that important. There are so many women waiting for you to stand up and get in your rightful place and tell them that God can save you because he snatched me out of the enemy's hand. But you keep your mouth shut.
My God, my God.
Your purpose is to die for. It's heavy. It's heavy. What if I told you the only way that this world would survive is if you stood up and opened up your mouth? It was that detrimental to Esther being in the posture for her purpose. Mordecai had to remind her, listen, it's not about you, baby. It's going to get done either way. But Lord, whatever you're doing, don't do it without me. Look at your neighbor and say, Lord, whatever you're doing, don't do it without me. Mordecai had to let Esther know that you got to get up and you got to open up your mouth, because they're about to kill us all off. You are not going to be able to sit here and get away scot-free. You need to open up your mouth and say what the Lord has put on your heart to say. I'm talking to somebody in here tonight. You're sitting down with your mouth closed, and there is a purpose that he's designed for you. There is an assignment that he's created for you. There is a destiny that he's made just for you. And you feel like that you're not important. You're hiding who you used to be. You done kept your testimony long enough. Yeah, you're supposed to discern, but at some point in time, you got to open up your mouth and say what the Lord has done. For we are overcome by the words of our testimony. We are overcome by the nasty things, by the dirty things, by the things that seemingly unqualify us. But I don't know about you, people of God. The very thing that they thought would disqualify me is the thing that qualified me, because I will be humble and obedient, because I know I don't deserve to be here.
Oh my God.
You're thinking your purpose is not important because you done did too much. You done lied about who you really are. That's what Esther did. You know, with a good purpose. Y'all do it, you know, on Facebook.
Right.
Like people don't know you're in real life.
Right. Come on. All right. Facebook then.
I'm securing the bag. Ain't got the first job. Now securing everything. We see who you really are. You've lied about who you are. And at some point in time, you do have to cover your past until the Lord reveals you, but you can't get comfortable. Esther got too comfortable. She got complacent where she is. She got comfortable, and you have to send an attack or even a threat to make her move. Some of you are going through right now because that is God's way of attacking you and threatening you. Okay, baby, you done sit still long enough. It's time for you to move. It is not the enemy that's coming against you. It is not Satan's imps. It's not no witches and warlocks. It ain't nobody praying against you. It is your own complacency and your own disobedience at the wrong time. You know the wrong time. When you come into the house of the Lord. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and enter his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. Are you keeping your mouth closed at the wrong time? You know, when you get finished doing something you have no business doing, and he could kill you, but he decides to spare your life, and you come in and you don't tell him thank you. You act like you ashamed, or you wasn't ashamed when you was in the bed with your nasty self. You wasn't ashamed when you was lying and gossiping and backbiting. You wasn't ashamed when you was cheating on your taxes. You wasn't ashamed when you lied to get no food stamps. So don't act like you ashamed when you come in the house of the Lord.
That's right.
But you're keeping your mouth closed at the wrong time.
Right.
You have to understand that in Christ there is no condemnation. You wasn't keeping your mouth closed when you was doing it, so open up your mouth when you come in the house of the Lord. Listen, they already know how I am. They gave me permission to do
Right.
You're keeping your mouth closed at the wrong time.
Yeah.
We understand last night that our posture, our position, what we needed to do to get our purpose was to wait. Esther waited.
Yeah.
She waited. She got into the king's house. She waited. See how God ties them together. See, Elder? She waited.
Yeah.
But she waited a little bit too long.
Right.
People will use I'm waiting on the Lord as an excuse not to be obedient. While you're waiting, make sure you don't wait too long. And when God says move, you better move just like that. Straight like that. Don't misconstrue what the woman of God says. You have to wait until it's your time. But it was Esther's time to move. She was in the house. She was in the position. She was in the place. She had the influence to make things happen. But she got too comfortable. How many people in here have not done what God told you to do because you've gotten comfortable? I see you, Pastor Cobb. Amen. That's my brother. I can call his name. How many of you have been complacent where you are? How many of you have gotten comfortable where you are? This is a women's conference. Where the women at? Comfortable. Men, y'all can talk to me too. You're saying you want a husband, but you're not comfortable with not cleaning your house and not cooking dinner every night. You say you want a husband, but you're not comfortable walking around with a ponytail and not even putting on no lip gloss. Don't no man with no crusty lip woman. Am I in the house? This is a woman's conference. What you waiting on? For them to crack and bleed? We ain't waiting no more elders. You say you're ready for God to do something. You say you're ready for him to make you the lender, not the borrower, but you don't pay your bills. Your credit score is a negative. Because you're not a good steward over that which he gives you. He's not going to make you a millionaire when you can't even handle being a tin air. Come on! So you get $10, you go right to the dollar menu. You're not in the right position. That's what I'm saying. God is not going to give you no $1 million. And you pay everything when you get the rent notice. Y'all laughing at some of y'all doing. If you ever call your bill collectors and say how long I got, you're not ready to be a millionaire. Say it again. I ain't been working since I've been sick with it. Is it due on the 3rd or is it maybe on the 3rd? Oh, I'm the only one. Y'all will call Renewal Utilities right now and say, am I on the cutoff list for today? Let me tell you something. You want to know the reason why people do not believe people in ministry? Because they be playing games and they be lying and they act like they got it all together. They do a I'm sorry, I don't know who told you that that's going to happen. It's not. It's not the process. It's not the process. How can you say you're ready for God to heal your body, but you always eating fried food after 11 p.m.? Don't get mad at me because I'm a member of the checking committee. I can talk about it. We cry and tell my Lord, heal me from high blood pressure and put a pound of salt on everything we eat. Who is responsible for this? Lord, I don't want to be on insulin and eat a whole pound cake. Clogged arteries and think you're going to be preaching all over the gospel, all over the nation. The devil is a liar. They're not going to let you get on a plane like that. You got heart problems, you can't fly across the country. Am I helping anybody tonight? How are you ready for your purpose? How are you positioning yourself? We don't need to be ready, you need to be prepared. Are you prepared for your husband? Do you keep your house clean? Do you know how to cook anything other than chicken tenders and french fries? Hot dogs are not a meal. Chicken dinners are not a meal. Women, I'm not perfect, but I've been married for 12 years. He's still hanging on, and he eats good. He's saying that I look like I told him, I said, listen, I don't think I don't feed you. I'm talking about feeding husband. You just lost all this weight. But he eat good. Are you prepared? Have you started working on your income? Have you started working on your credit? Have you gotten a degree of any kind? The days of only bringing your body to the table, women, are over. These men are not having it no more. Let me go ahead and let you know what your mama not telling you. There was a time when as a woman, all you had to do was be pretty. 36, 28, 34, 40, 54, my God. But it had to look like something, you know. That's all you had to bring to the table. And then we wanted these men to have a job, a car, making 6 figures, not no big belly, not no baby mothers and all. These men said, hold up. Listen, we had some men like Chief talking to these men conferences. They said, listen, y'all don't gotta take this foolishness no more. Listen, what are y'all bringing to the table? You got a high school diploma, barely that, no credit, with some eyelashes and some bundles and think you're fit to be a wife. But let me tell you something, there's a girl down the street who don't got no bundles. She gets some crochet, but she got 2 degrees. She works every day. She got her own house and her own car. Let me tell you something. That man gonna walk right past your bundles because he needs somebody who's going to be an asset to what he has to do. He doesn't need a liability, baby. He needs, what if he gets sick? What if something happens? Who gonna pay the bills? Both of y'all gonna be looking crazy. What are you bringing to the table? Women! I'm hard on my girls. I know I get on their nerves. Before you get married, you better have at least a degree, done lived on your own for at least 2 years, be able to have a credit score of 700 or more, and have some money in your savings account. Ain't nobody gonna say I gave nobody to nobody regularly. You got all these standards for these men, but where are your standards? Why are your heels higher than your standards? Why has your body been shared throughout the community, but you haven't shared your IQ to be able to get a degree? How can you share your body with somebody just because they told you how pretty you are, but you want to make sure he hasn't done the same? Baby, what are you bringing to the table? You are woman! It's a women's conference. Talking to the women. We'll talk about purpose. Because some of y'all think y'all was born to be a first lady. Maybe not here, maybe in Facebook land, maybe it's nobody here. Don't want anybody get mad at me. Y'all was my friends. Y'all see these preachers, y'all see these men, y'all see these bishops and these apostles, and you look at their wives and say, oh, I can do that. I can do it better than her. I can sit on the front row. I can say, preach, baby. You know, that's what they say. They have purpose to do that, but they don't even know when they get home. They have to deal with the spiritual warfare that they encounter all the time. They have to deal with the weight of the ministry on their husbands. They have to deal with the fact that when you are anointed and chosen, your emotions can be erratic from time to time because you operate in the spirit realm. And if somebody's heavy on your spirit, you're heavy. And if somebody's lifting you up, you're lifting it up. And you look like you're bipolar. Do you really want to deal with a bipolar bishop? With no members, overseers.
I'm just saying. Everybody talks about it.
Oh, but you see them with their clergy on, and you see them with the bishop's ring, and you see them with their chain on, so you think they got something. They're working at the first pie factory nowhere. They're living from assignment to assignment or gig to gig. That's what it is. But you want to be somebody's first lady. First lady, you know, that means you're going to be the first one to have to get that bill because he don't got no job, so you're going to have to carry the ministry. You have to carry the ministry when the people don't pay the tithe. You have to carry the ministry when they don't sow. You have to carry your husband when they done talked about him and broke him down so bad and they don't show up to anniversary, they don't show up to the pastor's birthday celebration, and he feel like all of his work is in vain. But you want to be a first lady.
But you want to be one. Come on. You have just slain. You.
What is your purpose, woman? God is omniscient. He's omnipotent. He's almighty. And I refuse to believe that the only thing he has designed for you when he created you, when he knew who you were before you were in your mother's womb, I don't believe the only thing he wanted you to do was to lay on your back for a man. I don't believe that. God is more intentional than that.
Yes, he is.
He's more intentional than that. Now, that's part of your job description when you're a wife. However, that's not the only thing that you should be doing.
Right. Say that one more time.
Where are the intercessors? Oh, that is a purpose. Everybody's not going to wear a collar. Everybody's not going to stand behind the sacred desk. Everybody's not going to have their water handed to them. I'm sorry, everybody's not called to preach. An intercessor is, they have a prominent place in the body of Christ, but nobody believes their purpose is to pray. Men should always pray. Men as in mankind, not just men. Women. When I was growing up, that's what the women did. When I was growing up, that's what the women did. When we came into church, all of the mothers were praying. The pastor knew that if mother wasn't praying, that something was going to happen. He knew that if mother wasn't praying, that God was not going to come in. Because there's something about when a woman prays, it's something about the nurturing prayer of a woman. It's something about the powerful prayer of the woman. It's something about our tears when we cry that God responds to us. It's something about the cry from our belly that gets God's attention. But the reason why we can't have God's attention, the reason why we can't walk in our purpose, the reason why we're not positioned or postured, because we don't understand that the way to get God's attention is on our knees. Nobody's praying anymore. Nobody's fasting anymore. Y'all don't want to hear what I'm talking about. I know y'all mad because now I'm talking about praying and fasting. I know y'all mad because I ain't saying if you turn around 3 days, you're going to get a house in 48 hours. I'm sorry, I'm not promising you a house or a car. I'm not even going to tell you you're going to get married because you keep your house nasty. But what I do tell you this is, if you get on your knees and God would allow you to know what needs to be done in your spirit so that you can get the desires of your heart, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness and those things, you know, those things that don't matter to him, those things that he don't really care about will be added unto you. But are you seeking him first?
Right. You preaching real good, Pastor. Yes.
I know y'all tired of me.
Real good. Y'all
I know y'all tired of me. Y'all be at the club somewhere. This is good time. Y'all just get to, no, y'all ain't even at the club yet. Y'all still getting ready. You still at the house with your own girls. How this look? You like this dress? And putting on heels that you know you can't dance in. You're going to be in there, you're going to take your shoes off and go, hey, your feet on the nasty floor. You know how y'all do. I used to do it too. Y'all want to hear me preach no more? Okay. Keep going. Are you positioned for your purpose? Are you prepared? The woman of God was in the vein when she dealt with this, because a lot of people are saying that they're ready, but they're not prepared. There is a difference between being ready and being prepared. When you're ready for something, it's a matter of your emotion, it's a matter of desire, it's a matter of your feelings. And feelings can be fleeting. They can change with the weather, they can change with your situation, they can change with your company. But when you are prepared, that does not shift, that does not change. Like for instance, if I'm ready to be a millionaire, I just feel like it, you know, feel like I want to be a millionaire. Right. But if somebody make me mad and I don't want to share my money with them, like my husband make me mad and I know I'm going to have to give him half. I'm like, no, I don't even want to be a millionaire because I don't want him to get 500,000. That means I'm just ready. But when I'm prepared to be a millionaire, that means I've already talked to a financial advisor and I said, you know, what are some good stocks and bonds that I should invest in? What does the market look like? What are the rates, the interest rates of the CDs? What are the interest rates of your IRAs here? What is a good investment to invest in? What is a good franchise to invest in that would do good in this particular geographical location? You know, when you're prepared for God to give you your money, that means you already got everything lined in. You just wait for your deposit. Right. Too many of you are waiting and ready for your purpose, but you're not prepared. You said that God told you to write a book. You don't even got a laptop. Humor me, a typewriter. You tell me God's gonna make you an offer. You haven't had a conversation with any authors. You haven't talked to any publishing companies. You haven't looked into how much does it cost per page to self-publish.
Right. Right. You working.
But you're ready for your purpose. God has given you what is it called? A non-profit organization. You're going to help the world. You're going to save the homeless babies and feed them and stuff. But yet you haven't even looked into your 501c3. You don't have an EIN number. You have not registered your business with the state of North Carolina in Raleigh, North Carolina, because we have to do that stuff there. You have not come up with a business plan. You have not written out your mission or your vision. You don't even know who your identity target is. You don't even know who the people are in the community. You said God sent you to help homeless children, but yet there are no homeless children in your city. So where are you supposed to be going? You don't even know the demographics of what God told you to do. My God is a complete God. He's not going to give you incomplete instructions. So are you ready or are you prepared? I hope I'm helping somebody. I hope I'm helping somebody. You have to be prepared for your purpose. You have to position yourself for your purpose. God told you to open up the church. You don't even have Bible class nowhere. You don't even invite nobody. You don't even tell nobody about the goodness of God. You don't know how to evangelize. You think that you're going to sit in a building with no chairs and no nothing and people just going to come to you. How are you preparing yourself to be a shepherd? Have you learned how to answer your phone every time somebody calls? Because that's what happens when you're a pastor. You can't miss a phone call. I'm not going to look at tonight. You can't miss a phone call. But they will let you have it. You're supposed to be my pastor. I thought you was a pastor. Well, I was going through, I needed some encouragement, but I just wouldn't want to sin because you didn't answer the phone. She didn't say that, but people will say it. Well, I was feeling tempted and I called you, you didn't answer. So it's my fault you got flesh issues. Are you prepared to deal with the burden? Everybody want to be a pastor.
Right.
I want to ask you all tonight, are you prepared for your purpose? I love you too, Chief. Are you positioned for your purpose? It sounds all good. We like when they prophesy to us and tell us what we're going to get. I said, Lord, I don't want another prophecy until I've matured in the way of the prophecy that I already received. I know you're going to make it come to pass. I believe you. I trust you. But I'm not mature enough to already be prepared for it. So I'll just wait until I fix this and then I can get another prophecy. Y'all, I don't give a prophecy. I don't feel like how I feel. Because with prophecy comes responsibility. And when the word comes out, whether you get it or not, the enemy attacks you as if you're going to get it. Oh, you don't know that? You don't know why whenever he says a word in the atmosphere, the next day something crazy happens, and you're like, oh my God, what in the world? What you mean, God? You said I was going to be the supervisor, but I got fired today. You know, you think the enemy is not going to attack the word? You gotta be careful when you're so ready. along with it. And when you put anything in the air, the enemy can attack it. He is the prince of the air. That's why you keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth closed. But position and posture your heart. Esther had to be reminded. People of God, I come here tonight to remind you that you have a responsibility. You have an accountability for your assignment. It is bigger than you. It is bigger than what you think it is. It's not just for you. And God will just as soon cut you down and raise somebody up before he lets you debunk his idea of what your assignment is on this earth. Before you decline his invitation to be chosen, before you decide you want to abort your destiny, he will cut you down where you stand. Chosen people don't have an option. They do not have an option. I thought I was called and I was okay with it. Everybody want to be chosen? No. You were often threatened when you were chosen. I can't even think I want to give up. Oh, you want to give up? Okay. Cool. God, don't say cool. Wait a minute. What that mean? When he allows you to think you're gonna give up, that's a problem.
Yeah. That's right.
When I think I want to give up, the Lord shows me my daughter when she used to have seizures. Oh, you thought it was, who do you thought healed her? Your yes healed her.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna take your yes back. I'm gonna take my healing back.
Come on. Shoot.
Wow.
Oh, your family members are saved. That's what you pray for, right? Oh, you just think I was being nice that day? No, you're a slave to this. If you're gonna take your yes back, I'm gonna take their salvation back.
Come on, Pastor.
What if everything that God gave you as a result of your yes, he took it back when you took back your yes?
Yeah.
Could you handle it? For some of you, your very sanity is in your yes. Now listen, I'm from Baltimore City. I done seen people walk around in 95-degree weather with a triple fat goose coat on backwards and a sun visor. You ready to walk around like that?
Come on.
If he says if you take back your yes, I'm going to take back your mind.
Come on.
Are you ready for that exchange? Are you ready to pay the price? This society, we take the grace of God for granted.
Yeah.
And Pastor Hendricks at our church at the Free, he talked about a couple of weeks ago that the difference between us now and the difference in the Old Testament was the results were immediate.
That's right.
God's wrath and God's punishment was immediate. Just like when the man touched the Ark of the Covenant, he didn't get sick and die. No, he dropped dead where he was. When the man wasted his seed, he didn't get sick and die. He dropped dead where he was. What if your repercussion came immediately when you stopped telling God yes?
Oh my God.
I'm not here to make you shout. I'm not here to make you jump. That's not our responsibility. The elder, she did that last night. She preached a good word. I watched it on live and I was like, man, so now I gotta come up behind this woman. She done set this house on fire. But God told me, listen, you gotta go to give them a reminder. This is what conferences are for. You're not supposed to leave the same way you came. You're not supposed to go home still being complacent. You're not supposed to go home comfortable. Your spirit is supposed to be agitated by the fact that your disobedience has grieved the Holy Spirit.